Hello, everyone. This is Rod from Diaspora Kicking the Bobo. Come to you on this Saturday evening, uh, July the 1st. Having a nice time sitting on my deck, enjoying myself. Before we go any further with the video, I would like for you to subscribe to my channel. Help me get up to 1,000 subscribers. Would be great just to let me know that you're out there, you're listening. But also too, this is a special video that I want to share with you, and I want you to share it with other people. And I think you're going to find this very, very interesting. I think so. But remember to subscribe and share this video and leave a comment. Your comment is very important to me. And like I've said in my past video, if you leave a comment and you subscribe, I will subscribe to you too. I'm not one of them people that you subscribe to and then they don't subscribe to you. All right? Because I think what you have to say is just important as what I have to say. All right? So this week, Thursday, me and a couple of friends of mine, we were talking about reparations for foundational African Americans. And they were talking about slavery, how we've been here for over 500 years, since the 1500s, and how that America owes us not only reparations, but a debt of gratitude because we built this country. And I believe that too. But more so, my part or my belief is that America owes us more for Jim Crow. All right? And here's my reasoning for that. Even though slavery was wrong, it was a part of society all over the world. That when you catch an enemy, that you either kill them or you put them in slavery. Okay, the difference is that Africa wasn't in war with anybody. As a matter of fact, Africa wasn't Africa now because they had no border lines or anything like that until recently. So it is kind of hard to find out where anybody comes from. We know West Africa, but other than that, we really don't know. But here's my point: it's the fact that when we were slaves, they had us. I mean, it was probably one of the worst things anybody could go to, and that part of our history was, very sad. But the point is that a lot of people, they had slaves during those times. Even white people were slaves for white people during that time. And then their excuses for not giving us, our reparations is that, and not only that, there was a civil war. And in that civil war, a lot of the slave owners died during that civil war, and I think is an excuse, but that's what they ride with. A lot of people will say, well, you know what, my parents came up here in 1920 or 2022 or 2015 or 2062 or 2055, so we had nothing to do with slavery, okay? But here's the thing: when we were freed, what happened is that they let us go. They gave us nothing. They said, here's the world, go out into that world, do what you want to do, after the Civil War. After the Civil War, white people got mad, they got upset, because we were freed and they still felt that we were less than human beings. They came up with Jim Crow. All right? During that time period of Jim Crow, black folks was treated horrible. We were free citizens, but we were treated horrible. We were working, we were taxpayers, so remember taxpayers. We're working, taxpayers working hard, helping to build this country, fighting in wars, dying alongside of them, you know, everything. We were consumers. We bought, we sold, we did a lot of things. But here's the thing, unlike them, we were treated bad. If we disagreed with one of them, we could be hung, we could be castrated, we could be hung on a tree and burnt to death just because we disagreed, or they didn't like us, or they wanted to put us in our place. Wasn't giving good jobs. When our wives went to clean their house, guess what happened? They were sexually harassed, they were raped, and nothing was done about it. Nothing. They didn't pay us the right way. They came, they took our land, they took our homes when they got ready. You can read about the story about North Carolina, how that North Carolina, there was a riot and they kicked all the blacks out and took their land. Same as Rosewood, But here's the key. Even though you were taxpayers, the federal government allowed it to happen. The state and local government allowed it to happen. When they burnt us to the stake, even when they went to trial, guess what happened? They set them free. And the judges allowed it to happen. Let me tell you something, man. I think judges are some of the evilest people on the planet. The narcissism that exists among them. And don't think I got a problem because I've never been arrested. Only time I've been around judges is when I was basically speaking to them for my clients. The narcissism that they think that they're God and that they know everything. They allowed these people to do this. I mean, we lived in fear, and the federal government allowed it to happen. And the only time they started to do something about it is when Martin Luther King came on the scene and guaranteed them votes. That's when they did something about it. We had to vote for them, or it would still be the same today. So yes, the federal government and state and local government owe us reparations for what we went through, that trauma that we went through. I suffered. I was born in 1962, so Jim Crow affected me. Jim Crow affected my fathers. That historical trauma that they experienced, I was raised on it. I was raised through that time period. My children was raised by a man who suffered through that trauma. One time, a white guy came to my father's house, who he was renting from, and belittled my father as if though he was nothing. That was the first time I was ashamed of my dad, because I was expecting my dad to just bust him in his head. And I went over there to do it, and my dad stopped me. Because I was of that new generation. But I was living in that time where white people can still get away with killing people. Well, as you know, they still can. Like that woman who killed that lady through her door, shot through that door. She's not even going to be charged. Yeah. Shame. Real shame. So they're still getting away with it. I believe that if you support me, I can take signatures, not through Congress, not through these black Congress members, because they sold out to the Democrats. But we take it to court. And we sue. Class action sue. Sue for enough for each foundational African American should get at least $2 million. I'll try. It's worth a try. But I'm going to discuss this live probably tomorrow, with another person where we debate, join us, and put your 2 cents in. And remember, share this video, subscribe. Let me know that you care about this topic so I can bring it out. I think we should be getting reparations for Jim Crow above slavery. and we can do it. Subscribe to this video, help me do this. And remember, tomorrow we're going to go live. Join us so you can put your 2 cents in so we can brainstorm. And if I see what we got enough subscribers, enough people that support us, then guess what's going to happen? I'm going to file it. I'm going to find somebody who's willing to take on this case. So with that, I'm going to say, hey, you continue to have a nice day, a nice Saturday, and hey, I will see you tomorrow. So you have a good, nice, blessed day.